phobias and these things. So of course what they do, when we are under stress, the heart rate increases, the breathing rate increases, and what this does, it restricts the blood flow. Of course this can cause all sorts of health problems. But what meditation can do, or at least some types of meditation can do, is increasing activity in the parasympathetic nervous system. And what this system is responsible for, it causes the heart rate and breathing rate to slow down. So it improves the blood flow, and the flow of digestive juices increases. So I mean, if you're scientifically oriented, this is sort of like for you. Some of the positive effects of meditation, they do a lot of research with like EEG and different instruments to sort of like study the brain and see the effects of meditation on the brain. And they discovered that there are significant changes in brain functions in terms of, let's say, like the sort of states the brain enters into, and the waves that the brain enters into. So like advanced meditators enter into this sort of very relaxed state of mind where there's like increased coherence in the brain, but usually we're not in that mode, and so easily you get stressed and angry and such. So this is a way to sort of like deal with all of these negative emotions and thoughts, and to sort of like be aware that we are not these things, and we need to distance ourselves. And of course, it doesn't mean that we're going to be perfect human beings that are not going to make mistakes. We're always going to fall into all traps of anger and fear and such, but meditation over time, as it becomes a way of living, you become more and more aware of these negative mechanisms, so you can at least feel like you're making choices whether you want to be angry or not. Because you don't want to be automatically angry all the time, and then you realize later on, why was I angry? I mean, this is affecting me in a negative way. Maybe I'm going to get high blood pressure, or I'm not going to live long that way. So the other positive effect, there is improvement in the mind's ability to pay attention, which is involved in performing everyday tasks and regulating mood. So this is, there's a lot of research on this aspect, like introducing meditation to school students and seeing how it helps with ADHD and how it helps with concentration and that sort of thing. So it can help you with your studies as well. It can help you in life in general, how you deal with any normal task. You might enjoy it more than usual. Like I like to think, I like cooking, and I like doing the dishes. And when I do it, I think of it in a meditative way. I'm like, okay, it seems like this boring test that I keep doing over and over, but there could be some quality there, if I'm sort of aware of what I'm doing. There could be some enjoyment there. We're almost coming to an end with the PowerPoint presentation. So this is a question that I like to ask because it sort of clear out the confusion between these three different things. So what's the difference between concentration, meditation, and contemplation? And according to Sri Chinmoy, the late Indian guru, we concentrate because we want to reach the goal, which is, let's say, some sort of ultimate goal that you set for yourself, depending on your spiritual beliefs. We meditate because we want to live in the heart of the goal. And we contemplate because we want to become the goal. So sort of think about the difference. And the way I like to visualize it so it becomes less abstract. This is you. When you concentrate, you're drawing your attention on a single point. And then the meditation stage becomes like transcending that point. So the point becomes sort of a portal or entry way into this vast world of possibilities, maybe the universe. So there is this sense that we're limited by our senses. limited by our skills, abilities. But when we concentrate and we go to that point, and then we go beyond the point, we realize, hey, I have way more potential. I can do way more than this. And this is when you enter the meditative state, when you don't identify with your thoughts about yourself or other people's thoughts about yourself, and sort of transcend that to really try to understand yourself better and know your true potential. And then contemplation would be like the most advanced stage, is like when you become that potential. When you feel like you're one with the universe, there's no separation between you and others, there's sort of the sense of unity. And what I would suggest is that it could be a state of mind, but it's a useful state of mind because it does have physical effects. It does have effects on the brain, and it does have effects on the body. And even though you can think, oh, maybe this is like an illusion or a daydream, but since it does have effects, it's gonna have like implications in the real world and how you behave and what you're gonna do and all of these things. So these are some famous meditators to sort of inspire you. Of course, the list is much larger than that. But Angelina Jolie talks about like being with her kids is a form of meditation. So you can tell from the picture she's meditating there. And then you have David Lynch, the surreal filmmaker and artist. What I believe Russell Brand is a comedian. And they're both meditating. I know they're doing transcendental meditation there. David Lynch has a foundation called the David Lynch Foundation, which promotes TM to schools, and they offer scholarships to school students they can't afford to learn the technique. So to help them, learn better, increase their concentration and such. As well as other things, helping, let's say, with veterans with post-traumatic stress disorder and that kind of thing. So, do you have any questions before we go into the experiential section of the evening, the day? Do you think it's clear, or is it more confusing?
Do you have, so there's different types, so you're going to teach us from Buddhist perspective, or there's like what's the...
Yeah, I was thinking of doing like something called a guided meditation, which is basically, as you're meditating, I'm going to guide you through it, step by step, and it's not necessarily related to Buddhism or any type of religion. It's sort of a general approach to meditation, a simple introduction. Sort of get a taste of how it feels like.
So we're going to be like, not hypnotized or anything, right? We're just going to close our eyes and we're going to talk.
Yeah, no.
I'm just trying to figure out what's going to...
Yeah, I'm not a...
That's next week.
Oh, okay.
Becky's coming to do some hypnosis with me next week.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if that was I know we meditate like hypnosis, but I didn't know if we were going to go like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not a hypnotist, but I think meditation is similar somewhat to hypnosis. But
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
yeah, it's a form of self-hypnosis. It does have that as an aspect of it, but that doesn't define it as a whole. So.
Oh no, that was what I was going to say. I was like, it seems like it sounds a lot like hypnosis, because then we had somebody come in and talk to us a little bit about that. And when you were saying like the mantra and everything, she taught us something like that too. It was like the delta renews my life, and you said it over and over and stuff.
Right.
So it just seems, I got it.
It's a connection, man.
And we're using that as well as a kind of a way to get back into the state where we switch. So this is religion free. This is like a neutral meditation approach.
Yeah. Does that sound good? If you have any questions that are related to my presentation, please ask me now. If not, we're just going to go into the practice itself.
Do you want us to turn the lights out?
Yeah, I think that could help. Alright.
So we moved over here.
So the first, this is a mandala, by the way, and it does have, like I said, it does have, as an image, it does have a Buddhist background history, but I think it transcends that because it, as you look at it, it just does have a beautiful quality, I think, and it can help you concentrate on a single point. But and it's sort of reminiscent of sunflowers or something. There's that pattern there. Anyhow, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna start by sort of closing our eyes slowly, gently, and I'm gonna guide you through this step by step. And the next thing you want to do is you want to check your posture. So what you want to do is you want to have your feet flat on the floor, and you want to have the palms of your hands